Hi everybody. It's not even 11 in the morning and I thought I would do a video. So these are some 4 CDs that I had been waiting to come in from Amazon. It took a while. And also 3 books. So first up is Motorhead. I've always really respected the band and enjoy everything I've heard by them, but I always thought Ace of Spades was the only album I needed by them, and I've had, different versions, but I have a newly remastered one from a few years back, and that was it. And then I did buy the live album No Sleep Till Hammersmith, double CD, and this is the thing about Spotify. I totally understand artists not being happy with Spotify and these other streaming services because they don't get paid properly. And like I said, I understand that. But because of Spotify, I listen to different albums on there. And if I like the album enough, I am going to buy it. Like I did with Inferno by Motorhead. And I definitely want to get more of their albums. I don't think I want to buy everything by them, but just certain albums. And this one is so heavy and so good. And so any Motorhead fans out there, I would love your thoughts on Inferno. And so I'll show you one of the 3 books too, because it relates to Motorhead. I probably have over 15 of these on track, every album, every song. And this one is really good. I was very impressed with the writing of it. And it goes through every Motorhead album. And then in the middle it has pictures. What I like about this one is, he gives details about each album, information about what the band was going through and all that. And then he also gives his opinion of the music. So if you are a fan of Motorhead, I highly recommend this album. This is a book. I told you, it's early in the morning. Lemmy used to be a roadie for Jimi Hendrix, and he was in the band Hawkwind, of course. I love early Hawkwind. And he was a big Beatles fan too. So yeah, excellent. So, guess what the other Every Album, Every Song book is on? That's right, the Kinks. That was a good guess. And this one is good too. I would say, and it goes through their whole discography, I would say this writer gives lots of information, lots of long write-ups on each album. The only thing I don't care for as much is he doesn't give his own opinion of the music quite as much as the Motorhead book guy does. But still, it's a very good book. I'm glad I got it. So yeah, I still need to get their debut album, Kinda Kinks, the Kink Controversy. And I've got Face to Face, of course, Something Else I've got. And I've got Village Green Preservation Society, and I've got Arthur and Lola. Yeah, Schoolboys in Disgrace, not Disguise. And I had that. And I think that's the only one I actually bought in the 70s. Yeah, highly recommend. So the other book I have that came in, I don't have a CD here for it, but this is definitely one of my favorite 70s bands, very underrated. The sensational Alex Harvey. Of course, his band was the Sensational Alex Harvey Band. And this is his life story. I've only started to read it, and it's excellent. Very happy with it. It's got some black and white pictures. His brother, Les Harvey, he was in the band Stone the Crows, and sadly in the early 70s he was electrocuted on stage. Yeah. And so that really affected Alex Harvey, of course. Kind of a sad story overall, but there's the band with Zell Clemmenson, once again a very underrated guitarist. And I've said this before, but I don't know why, but when I read a book, I never read it from start to finish. I'm just all over. I end up reading the whole book usually, but I don't know what that is. It's maybe impatience or something, I don't know. But I'll sit down and I'll read, a few pages, and then that'll be it. But I'll end up reading the whole book, 9 times out of 10. This, I once again from the Glenn Kellaway CD exchange last year, this has become, I feel, one of the top 10, if it was on like the Beatles, right, they'd be in the top 10 for all their albums, but for one album per artist, this album would definitely be in the top 10. And so I got the deluxe version. It is Gene Clark, no other. It's a mix of country pop, rock, progressive country rock. It's and Gene Clark's vocals and the production and everything. The second CD is kind of like before they added all the production, or it's different takes, I guess. And I've only played it once. I really loved it. But I love some people might say it's overproduced, the original album, No Other, but I don't think it is. I think it's beautiful. I think everybody should have this album in their collection. And I'm not even I like old country like Johnny Cash and Buck Owens and all that, but it's not like that. But it's just fantastic music. And when this album came out, it didn't sell, and the record company, I guess, didn't promote it. And I think that really hurt Gene Clark, kind of affected him for the rest of his life. But these days, it is, pretty well known and getting more known year after year. So highly recommend it. It starts out Life's Greatest Fool and Silver Raven, kind of Eagles. I'm not a big fan of the Eagles, but kind of reminds me of the Eagles kind of music, and it's excellent, by the way. But it's as the album goes along, you realize, oh, this is a little different, and you'll just have to hear it. And that is it. Thank you for watching. Remember to leave a comment below and like the video, and